Finally hit 80K in the stock portfolio, guys, and I started to get paid a little bit more. As you guys can see, I started living in the house, all part of getting paid a little bit more. Today I'll be showing you my current up-to-date budget and my stock portfolio and see how it's doing as of late. We hit 70K about a month ago, and we're continuing to rise, pretty close to 100K. I do believe we're on the path to hitting 100K before that year ends, which would be pretty sweet, especially if the stock market continues on this trend with tech stocks. Because as you guys know from my previous videos, I am pretty deep into tech stocks. I do that primarily because I'm pretty young. I'm 22 right now. I'm going to be 23 in about a couple months. But yeah, I do that primarily because they usually yield a higher growth, right? But what comes with that is they could sometimes go down as well. But I'm willing to lose money right now, especially since I'm not going to be pulling out this money anytime soon. This is more or less just money I'm trying to build up and save until I get like, I don't even know how far I could go with this account, but at least $1 million. And I'll never really plan on pulling this money out until I start to retire or like I want to do a big change in my life. So until then, yeah, I'm just kind of raising money in this account. All right, let's hop into my budget. Yeah, as of late, my paycheck's around like $5,000. So $5,000 a month is around $60K at the end of the year. This is just after taxes and stuff, so this is exactly what I have after taxes. I currently just pay around $600 in rent, and then food / like other like food stuff is a budget around like $350. Transportation, usually fill up my car around every 2 weeks, usually come like $40. That could change depending on the prices of gas. In my area it's around like $450, so it's not too high compared to other places, but it's also higher than other places like California if you're from there. Miscellaneous fund, I just kind of dropped that in there for $100 because I might buy some stuff on Amazon that can just be like any utility stuff or recording devices or anything I do for YouTube, stuff like that. So just budgeted in. And then just my rental insurance. Since I do have my car paid off, I just pay for my rental insurance, which is $100. Not happy about it because I wish I would pay like $20 for my rental insurance, but I don't know. You gotta have like some type of coverage for my stocks. So I plan to budget around $33,758. Whether I'll hit that is hit or miss, but I think it'll be a little bit higher in some months and a little bit lower in some months, just depending on if I need to buy some random thing. But I think $3,500 per month is very achievable for me, and that'll give me around 70% savings rate, which is pretty solid. Yeah, so if I were to get $3,500 a month put into my stock, and I'm 20K away from hitting $100,000, we have about 5 months left in the year, so I'm definitely gonna have to depend on my stock portfolio and the stocks to push me over to the $100,000 this year. Let's go back into my stocks and show you guys what I'm talking about. So yeah, we just hit the cusp of 80K. Yeah, we just hit the cusp of 80K. As you can see, it did go up a little bit on July 14th, which was yesterday, Friday. So I think we can still go up. It's probably gonna taper down a little bit. I'll probably lose my 80K when the market opens up on Monday again. But I'll probably come back. If not, then we're still gonna invest more. I still have quite a bit of money to put into the market, but I'm trying to find a better opportunity in some of these stocks. A lot of these stocks that I'm really into, they're really amped up right now, and kind of prefer to buy when everything's like the loser. I think eventually I'll just have to start buying these winning stocks, and I think some of them have a little bit more opportunity for growth as well. But like as for Meta, like I did not think Meta was gonna hit $300 like so fast. Like over this year, it just popped right back into 300. It was like, in November, it was at $90, which is pretty crazy to think. It's almost to its peak. Like it's probably like $30 away from its peak, and yeah, it's pretty crazy to see the growth in this company, especially so fast. I wasn't really expecting that great of a turnaround for Meta, but with the release of Threads, hopefully that goes pretty big, and just the VR that they're doing as well. Hopefully it starts to take over. I don't have a VR headset personally, but I do think it's pretty cool what they're doing. Hopefully it becomes pretty mainstream. I'll probably get one myself. Palantir is also a big winner for me over this year. I thought it was going to be a pretty big loser for me. I was just holding the stock around $7. My average in Palantir is around 14. I thought it was going to be a big loss this year, especially last year as well, because I was down. The stock price itself is around like $9. So I was just being a bag holder, as Wall Street bets would say, right? They'd always talk about Palantir being the bag holders, but hey, we're currently up in the Palantir right now, and we'll see where it goes. Hopefully it becomes profitable. I think their earnings are kind of coming up soon. Yeah, August 7th, so almost. But yeah, hopefully they're profitable. Again, that'd be pretty sweet. If they get included in the S&P, that'd be a pretty big break for that company. And hopefully we could see Palantir back up to $20. That'd be pretty sweet. And with that itself, I could probably just get to around 100K. Same with Alibaba. Alibaba down. So my average is 103, and we're at 94 right now. So we're almost profitable on this stock. I have quite a bit in it, 4,500. If we get this stock up to like $200, man, the portfolio's been doing great. And yeah, I just gotta wait and see with that one. Hopefully the relations with China and America are pretty decent. Hopefully they don't do anything too crazy. Starts tanking Alibaba stocks. Also, JP Morgan released their earnings this past week on Friday. Give us pretty decent earnings. They beat expected by almost $1. Put a lot of this in probably a year ago. Average cost $127, so I have made a decent profit on JP Morgan. I do like Chase. I like their cards. I like their business. I don't see myself moving out of Chase at all, especially since they're really good with the beginning credit cards as well. They're not that too advanced, and they don't require a fee for anybody for the lower cards, which is really nice, and they're actually pretty effective. Generally, for lower cards, a lot of these cards don't really give anything useful, but those Chase cards actually do, which is pretty nice. As for the Amex cards, the Amex cards can be pretty expensive, especially if they pay for the annual fee. But if you do happen to spend a lot of money in all of those branches that they give you benefits for, then it could be worth it, especially for the first year if you're doing sign-up bonuses. But that's the end of my tangent about credit cards. But yeah, this year to date, we're up 27K, which is pretty crazy because 2 years ago I was just making 27K in just my normal job, right? But made it in the stock portfolio. Keep in mind that I also lost a lot of money in 2022, so that's why a lot of my money has started to come back in 2023. And then over the year, it's up 38%. All time up 26%, which is pretty solid. Yeah, just wonder where I'm gonna go from here. Almost 100K. See you soon.